I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring y'all the latest in news and reality TV tea. We got some hot topics today, so make sure y'all hit that like button, share the video, and become a subscriber if you are not already, okay? Did y'all see my video from yesterday? People are saying that Portia is gay for pay, child. She is bringing her lesbian lover on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I told y'all yesterday that there were some people that did not like this lady dating Portia. So they tried to warn her. They were sending her all kinds of messages. Go ahead and watch this video. I also talked about Martell and Cardi B. It was excellent. But yeah, we're going to talk about, we got some new people to talk about today, and this one has a little controversy behind it. Marsau is calling on his strongest Marsauers. Okay, Marsau said, I'm trying to turn a new leaf and not give people this mouth. Okay, y'all know Marsau had a bad reputation for going after people in the comment section. They would say things to him first, but he would definitely strike back, and now he's asking for a little help after he made some comments about wives being jealous of their husbands. And I'm going to tell y'all all about it. We're also talking about Alexia, who is the darling over there at Real Housewives of Miami, child. Ooh, her ex-husband is trying to get her popped, get her axed, have Andy give her the boot over there on Real Housewives of Miami. He don't like her at all. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about Karrueche securing the bag, child. She's dated some famous people. Chris Brown. She had herself a football player. Victor Cruz. Y'all remember that? A lot of people thought that they were going to get married. And yeah, it was a shock when they broke up. But she may have secured the bag she needed in order to live a very nice, comfortable life. And I'm going to tell y'all about that. She's even going to be in a documentary. So let's talk about that too. Anyway, all of those things, all opinions are alleged, but I am going to back it up. And yeah, let's get started with some good news first. Let's start with, we're going to start with Karen Huger. A lot of people have been trying to figure out what Karen got going on. What does she look like following her release from the penitentiary? Y'all know she got out a month and some change ago. She had to do some time for drunk driving, and people were trying to figure out what Karen has going on. Well, she is outside. She went to a Chris Brown concert, child, and look at her. Her face has no worries, no wrinkles, no nothing. She looks so much better than she did her last season on, but she is beautiful. She was out there with the young folks, giving them cheekbone, okay? Cheekbone and jawline. I love it. Karen is sober. She is high off of life. Good for her. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and we are going to get on to the next one. The next story up, which is Alexia. Oh my goodness, Alexia is in trouble over there at Bravo, child. I don't know if she knows it or not. Well, she has to. But Alexia has a lot of bad luck when it comes to the men in her life. Her first husband and the father of her children was a part of a whole trafficking ring. He was taking stuff back and forth from the United States to Cuba, child, and the FBI was on his ass. They ended up putting him away, but they were watching him for years. This whole thing is documented, by the way, over there on Netflix. Anyway, they let Alexia go. They thought she was innocent and didn't know anything, which I don't believe, but she was beautiful, so she was able to stay outside of the pokey. Anyway, after she had her dealings with that man, she married another man that took care of her. only he was on the down low. She claims that she didn't know. I think she was in a lavender relationship. But when he decided he didn't want to be with her no more, he moved on. He took the business. He took everything. His kids didn't talk to her. And he ended up passing away in the bed of another man. Anyway, that storyline came to the show. The man he was sleeping with talked to Alexia on the show, and she was like, I didn't know. I had no idea. Well, at least he was happy. If you say so, girl. And now her third husband, who brought her back into wealth, like high wealth, not just a little. She had a condo that was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, not in the middle, but y'all know what I'm saying. She had a condo, a high rise, a penthouse suite that was wall-to-wall windows overlooking the water and the city. She had an elevator for her car. She didn't even have to go to the, you know what I'm saying? She pushed a button and her car met her at the penthouse suite. And then she would take it down and drive out of her driveway. Girl. Anyway, on the show, I think either season 6 or 7, this man secretly goes behind her back and files for divorce, while at the same time telling her that he had to downsize. Okay. So he snatched that penthouse from her, the cars, the jewelry, the furs, everything, put her in this little one-room shack. She said, I would never choose this house for myself. He said, oh, well, he didn't care. And that was her storyline. Okay. And they are divorced now. But I guess he's feeling a way about the storyline being that he was going broke. So he has decided to mess with Alexia's bosses over there at Bravo and sue them for $10 million. He said they knew he wasn't broke and he didn't appreciate that storyline. In the financial documents, Todd says, I'm worth over $100 million, and Bravo knew that. The storyline was fake, and he wants them to retract it. Can you believe that? He said that he's never had financial troubles and that Bravo knew it. Bravo knew that he was making real estate deals while they were filming. So he didn't understand any of this, and he wants them to clear his name while at the same time messing with his ex-wife's money. He is jumping on the same bandwagon as Mark. That's Kelly's husband from RHOA. Mark said, I wasn't on that show and y'all never had my permission to use my likeness, to say my name. So he's also suing Bravo for multi-millions. And Portia ex-husband Simon Gubadia said, I told y'all not to put my house or my car in that show. So all of them are trying to figure out if they have a job. And it was actually Portia who said in season 16, she said, he is suing my bosses. He's messing with my money and my ability to continue on this show. So the same thing is happening to Alexia and Kelly. We shall see if they are victorious, but y'all talk to me and let me know what y'all think. Did y'all watch Real Housewives of Miami? And what do y'all think about Todd giving the finger to Bravo, child? He's a fame whore. I watched the show. Todd said, I would rather be called a fame whore, a narcissist. Call me an asshole for snatching all of Alexia's riches, but don't call me broke, okay? Moving on, let's talk about Karrueche. I told y'all she is securing the bag, child. A couple of months ago, Karrueche was filmed in the hospital room, bedside to Deion Sanders. And a lot of people were trying to figure out that relationship. Now, it came out Karrueche was real good friends with Deion Sanders' ex-fiance, Tracy Edmonds. And so people were like, I can't believe that she would be, dating Deion. And yeah, it was going back and forth. I had someone send me a message that said, Deion Sanders is Karrueche's godfather. He's a mentor to her. They have, a platonic relationship. How dare you report that they are dating? Woo. Well, y'all, here's the thing. Deion Sanders came out, and I guess they asked him a question. He joked about it, but he had let everybody know that he was trying to get his affairs in order because he had been diagnosed with bladder cancer. And even though the surgery was successful, it has a high probability of coming back. He said that was his 15th surgery. And today, more video came out of him in the hospital going under the knife for the 16th time. And Karrueche was there tying his hospital gown. And y'all know that you have to be buff under those hospital gowns. So she is standing behind him. His ass is out. His beans and franks are out. And I don't think that that would be something that your mentor or godfather would do personally. And she is sitting here in a caregiver capacity. She was tying his hospital gown, child, standing behind him. Deion Sanders held his necklace. It's a necklace of Jesus on a cross. And he said he always has God with him. So they're documenting this. This is, Deion is definitely doing a documentary. He was an amazing football player. And I guess he is, a lot of famous people do this. Beyonce did it. Who else? Kanye has done it. And Deion's doing it too. He's trying to show his full life. And Karrueche's going to be in it, y'all. Karrueche's going to be in it. And if she's dating this man and he is, sick, she's going to be in the will. So she's definitely securing her bag. She wasn't able to do it with Victor. She wasn't able to do it with Chris Brown, but she's going to get it done with Deion Sanders. Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know if y'all agree with this. She's a young woman, so he understands this. His kids are not at the hospital. Karrueche is, though. So I don't know. I mean, I think she should get what she can out of it. I'm not questioning whether or not she loves him or not, but I know that what she's doing is hard. So you're going to have to love him, because seriously, it's hard to take care of someone when they are sick like this. But y'all talk to me and let me know what y'all think, because Karrueche is there with a smile on her face and she is happy. Okay. Now moving on, we are going to talk about Marsau. Child, Marsau wrote some controversial message yesterday on his Facebook that had tongues wagging and fingers typing. Child, those keyboard gangsters, they were giving Marsau a piece of their mind. And Marsau decided he was going to give somebody who got under his skin, he decided he was going to give them a piece of his mouth. He was going to give them a piece of his mind. He set up his ring light camera in that damn phone, and he cussed somebody out to smithereens. He said, I got as petty as I could be. And he knew it was bad. So he sent it out to some of his friends to see what they thought about it. Check out this, okay?
I draft up the perfect petty response. I mean, this petty response was maybe given by God. Like maybe because listen, the petty was so petty, and it was so accurate, and it was so perfect. I was like, thank you, Lord. Like I didn't even know I had this. I didn't even know that this was in my possession. And I just looked for something else. I was like, wait a minute. Yikes.
So that's just a little piece of it. But yeah, Marsau said, he said that he hasn't been clapping back in a minute. And so when he was able to get this video off, he thought it was a gift from God. That's how bad he said it was. So he ended up sending it to some friends of his who said, if I was you, I wouldn't send it. You have too much to lose. Someone else said, this could definitely be litigious if you send it. Okay, somebody might sue your ass. And Marsau said, I have friends that are holding me accountable, and I don't want that. So he's calling on the Marsau soldiers to get into the comment section and do his dirty work. Basically, that's what he's saying. Okay, so this all happened after Ayesha Curry had did an interview where she kind of shared that she was still finding herself, and she's living in the shadow of motherhood and being a wife, right? she's had this conversation before. This is real for everybody, men and women. But Marsau said, listen, I'm tired of Aisha. He said, Aisha has everything she wants except for herself. She's not able to find herself. He said, that's what you call sacrifice. That's what it means. It means that you lose something to deal. You lose something to the deal or in the deal. And he said that the deal was you married a very wealthy man. Steph Curry. I think Aisha and Steph have been dating since they were in high school, right? So yeah, it's either way. Let me tell y'all what happened. He goes on to say, when you complain about what you gave up, it makes me wonder what you would rather have. Okay. So he's saying would you rather cry in this Rolls Royce or in that Honda Civic? Then he goes on to say, if you gave up your career as an actress to be a mom, then the wife is what you want. Okay. If you gave up your career to be on top of your game, excuse me, if you can be on top of your game, then you give up sleep. If you want to run the world, you're going to give up time with your family. Marsau needs to still be in therapy because it sounds like he's having some guilt about what he gave up. But he goes on to say, the order of this world is that you must give it up in order to get. If you want to be an apex predator, you can't have a lot of friends. You got to die to live forever. Oh, Lord. That was one of the comments, but it got worse. Hold on. People started talking back to him, and he wrote, it's hilarious in all caps to hear all these women talking about how they lost themselves as a wife and as a mother. Like the men are out here pressuring women to get married and to have children. Marsau, you do need a woman to have children. I mean, you're not going to get it with Frank, child. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Marsau kept going. It did not end there. It did not end there. And by the way, plenty of men pressure women to have children. Plenty of men pressure women to get married, just like you pressured Tisha to stay in the house when she wanted to go outside. Anyway, it gets worse. Hold on. He was responding to someone, and he said that men don't pressure. Men don't do that. Men just understand it better. Men know that when they sign up to be a provider, they must sacrifice. They don't spend the rest of their lives adding up how much money they would have if it wasn't for that damn family. Boom. Marsau, that was you, season 4 and 5. I think you went to Africa because you were under so much pressure to be a provider. Did you not, sir? It goes on. He says, if having a career costs you your family and you keep the career, then you won. Don't complain. If being a mom costs you your dreams and you choose motherhood, then you won. Don't complain. He said, men don't do that. Let me introduce you to what the men do, okay? When men are insecure or trying to find themselves, I think they call it a midlife crisis. Y'all buy big cars, y'all spend a lot of money, even if it's not your own, and you will try to crash things, bring the entire empire crumbling down, like Martell, okay? Y'all remember Nene Leakes said Greg used to be the breadwinner, had them living nice, but when she started making more money than him on RHOA, what did she say? I know I married a monster, and she had to divorce his ass because he was trying to crash the empire. Y'all remember that, Marsau? And then most recently in Heart and Hustle, which was a good show, Alania and her husband, this was the season finale. Y'all can go back and look at my review. Alania's husband, Josh, admits that he was feeling a way about her being the breadwinner. And so he started investing the money she made as a makeup artist. She said she had hundreds of thousands of dollars, money she had worked for all of her life. And this man zeroed her, emptied her. Okay. She was on that show crying. She said, I can't forgive it. And now they are separated, possibly heading for a divorce. She has kicked him out of the house. She took his name off of their accounts, off of her business, shut down her first business so that she could open up a second one with just her name on it. That's how bad it got. She said hundreds of thousands gone. That's what men do when they're insecure, when they're trying to find themselves because the woman in their lives might be, have a bigger name or doing bigger things because they can't handle it. But anyway, this is what Marsau is saying, and it got worse. Hold on. Now, there were women in the comment section who was agreeing with what Marsau had put out there about Aisha. And this person said, I know I'm going to be the bad guy for saying this, but she's jealous of her husband's success and she wants a hall pass. And I'm not going back and forth with nobody about my opinion. Peace. And that's when Marsau responded and said, that's it, with 3 exclamation points. He was agreeing that Aisha is jealous. Ciao. Someone ended up saying to Marsau, this was Tisha in first season until Melody inspired her to get up and get out the house. Now she seems very happy and fulfilled. And Marsau said, thanks for watching the television show, sis. But somebody said something that had him delete that damn comment. If y'all want to hear the video, y'all definitely can. The rest of the audio that I played a little bit ago, y'all can hear or actually watch the entire video in my Facebook group. The link is in the description box. But let me know what y'all think about Marsau saying that, listen, men don't have these problems. Only women feel like they, that they've lost themselves in motherhood or being a wife. Well, Marsau, it's because the women's role, a woman's role, is much different from a man's role. And both people have a hard time. You had a hard time. Somebody get over there and remind Marsau that he had to go to Africa because he was having such a hard time, child. Somebody get over there and remind him of that. But y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all these stories today, child. Alexia trying to get, her ex-husband trying to give her the boot, suing Bravo for $10 million because he had a fake storyline, I bet. Let me know what y'all think about Karrueche securing the bag. Okay, she may be in love with Dion, but he's gonna leave her nice, okay? And then let me know what y'all think about Marsau as well. Hit the like button. Follow me on all of my platforms at DYANAROZAY. Become a subscriber if you are not already. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.